Imagine for a moment a war zone. You probably have a certain image in your head: smoky skies, destroyed buildings, the constant sounds of guns and explosions. The noises are about as frequent as the tweeting of birds in other places. But these sounds are far more jarring, far louder, and each occurrence of them represents nearby destruction, possibly nearby death. Imagine now that you live there. As local forces fight, there's another party at work in the conflict as well. Some large, faraway country sends aircraft, and supposedly does so in support of one side of the conflict. But you can't really tell. All you know is that this large country's bombs are killing everybody. They don't seem targeted or thought out, just destructive. When those planes pass overhead, there's no telling what will happen. Now try this. Imagine you're from that large country. You lead a peaceful life, and it's hard not to forget that your country is at war. It isn't an issue that comes up in elections, and it's been going on for so long. Nobody seems to want very badly for the country to stop fighting. Even though there doesn't seem to be any danger presented by the other side. Whoever that other side is. Now that you think of it, you're not 100% sure where your country's military is fighting, or who they're fighting, or why. But none of this really affects you or most other average citizens, so you don't really dwell on it. Except what's being forgotten about is how much money and resources are eaten up by the fighting. How that funding could be focused in other ways, like building public works for the benefit of that large, rich nation, or rebuilding the neglected infrastructure of that large, rich nation, or feeding the hungry and helping those who live in extreme poverty in that large, rich nation. Because it seems odd, doesn't it, for a country so large and so rich to be using so much of its wealth to blow things up on the other side of the planet. When its roads are half a century old, when there's people who live destitute in what is called the greatest country on earth. You know what this unnamed country is, I'm sure. I bet you figured it out a while ago. It's the United States of America, my country. We're at war for dubious reasons. This war is the longest in American history. And as far as can be seen, nobody is seeming to benefit from our involvement in this war. So, why are we still fighting it?